Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an irresistible magnetism? Why certain people can make anyone fall in love, while others struggle to maintain even an interesting conversation? The truth is, there's a dark science behind attraction, and today you're going to discover the secrets the relationship industry doesn't want you to know. Warning: what you're about to read may forever change how you see love. These psychological tricks are so powerful, they work even when the person knows they're being used. It's like magic. Even knowing the trick, you still fall under the spell. 1. The Benjamin Franklin Effect. Make them do you favors. Seems completely backwards from what you'd imagine, doesn't it? Normal logic would say you should do favors to win someone over. But dark psychology reveals something disturbing. When someone does a favor for you, that person's brain creates an internal justification. Why am I helping this person? It must be because I like them. That's how the human mind works. We can't accept that we do things without reason, so our brain invents one, and that reason is usually affection. Benjamin Franklin discovered this when he asked a political rival to lend him a rare book. After that, the rival became his friend. How to use it? Start with small favors. Can you hold my coffee for a second? Or, what's your opinion on this? Gradually ask for bigger things. The person's brain will create a narrative. I must really like this person. Look at everything I do for them. 2. The mirroring technique. Be their secret reflection. Our primitive brain is programmed to trust those who are similar to us. It's a survival mechanism from when we lived in tribes. And here's the dark trick. You can hack this system simply by subtly copying the person's gestures. They cross their legs, wait 30 seconds and cross yours. They touch their hair, you adjust yours moments later. They speak slowly, you slow down your pace. It's like an invisible psychological dance. But be careful, if it's too obvious, it backfires. The person will think you're weird or fake. The secret is in subtlety. Imagine you have a 20 to 30 second delay. That's the perfect time for the brain not to consciously notice but unconsciously feel the connection. The scariest part? Studies show that waitresses who use mirroring receive 70% more tips. If it works for tips, imagine for the heart. 3. The Scarcity Principle. Be valuable by being unavailable. Here's a brutal truth about human nature. We want more what we can't have. That's why limited editions sell instantly. That's why the crush who doesn't give you much attention seems more interesting. When you're always available, always responding immediately, always saying yes, your psychological value plummets. You become common, predictable, guaranteed, and what's guaranteed doesn't spark passion. How to apply? Take a few hours to respond to messages, not days. That's childish games. Genuinely have a busy life. Say no sometimes. I'd love to, but I have plans Friday. How about next week? This creates a perfect storm in the person's brain. Why aren't they so available? Do they have other options? I need to try harder. And thus, without realizing it, the person starts valuing you more, thinking about you more, wanting your attention more. 4. The intermittent dopamine bomb. The addiction of the unpredictable. Casinos have known this secret for decades. Know why slot machines are so addictive? It's not because you always win. It's because you win sometimes, randomly, without a predictable pattern. The same principle applies to relationships. When you're too predictable, always affectionate, always distant, always anything, the person's brain gets used to it. But when you alternate between warmth and coolness, between total attention and casual distance, you create the same addictive effect as a casino. I'm not talking about being cruel or playing with feelings. I'm talking about being genuinely complex, human, multifaceted. Some days you're super excited and talkative. Others, more introspective and quiet. This isn't manipulation if it's authentic. It's simply being a complete person, not a programmed robot. The other person's brain never knows exactly what to expect, so it stays constantly engaged, trying to decipher you, thinking about you. It's the difference between a predictable book and a thriller you can't put down. 5. The calculated vulnerability trigger. The strength of weakness. This is perhaps the most powerful and dangerous of all. When you reveal a vulnerability, but the right way, you activate the protective instinct and create a deep emotional connection instantly. But here's the trick. It can't be just any vulnerability. Telling all your traumas on the first date isn't vulnerability, it's a walking red flag. The vulnerability that attracts is strategic, measured, with the right timing. Perfect example. After a few conversations, you share something like, I used to be really shy in school. I still get nervous in new situations sometimes, but I've learned that the best things happen when I leave my comfort zone. See what happened? You showed a weakness, shyness, but also strength overcoming. You became human, relatable, but not weak. The person thinks, they trust me to share this, and I have insecurities too, we understand each other. 6. The Zeigarnik Effect. Leave conversations incomplete. The human brain hates open loops. When you can't remember a song's name and it bothers you all day? Or when a series ends on a cliffhanger and you can't stop thinking about what will happen? That's the Zeigarnik Effect. Our mind becomes obsessed with incomplete things, and you can use this in your interactions. At the height of an interesting conversation, when you're laughing, connecting, you say, "Oh, I have a hilarious story about this, but I just saw what time it is. I have to go. Remind me to tell you next time." Or send an intriguing message, "You won't believe what happened today." And when the person responds super curious, you take a while and say, "I'll tell you in person. It's much better live." The person's brain will keep processing, imagining, anticipating. You planted a mental seed that will grow in your absence. While others send long texts trying to impress, you occupy the person's mind with what you didn't say. The final warning: no one gives you. These tricks work. They work frighteningly well. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these techniques to create genuine connections, to intensify something that already exists, not to manipulate or hurt people. Psychological karma is real. If you use these techniques without authenticity, just to play with others, you attract the same kind of energy into your life. You can make someone fall in love, but if there's no real substance behind it, the house of cards always collapses. The real magic happens when you combine these psychological principles with genuine compatibility, respect, and real interest in the person. Then you create not just passion, but lasting love. Now you know the secrets. The question is, how will you use this power? If you made it this far, congratulations, you now know the psychological secrets that 99% of people will never discover. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's my challenge. Pick just one of these techniques and test it this week. Then come back here and tell me in the comments what happened. I read and respond to everyone. And if this video opened your mind to the dark side of human psychology, you need to watch the next video that will appear on your screen. In it, I reveal the 5 signs that someone is trying to manipulate you. It's even more disturbing than this one. Hit the like button if this content was valuable to you. It helps YouTube understand that this type of knowledge needs to reach more people. And subscribe with the bell turned on, because every week I bring psychology secrets that will change how you see the world. The choice is yours. You can ignore all of this and stay in the dark, or you can become a master of the psychological game. See you in the next video.